Your brain is literally being hijacked by the 5 people you spend the most time with, and most people have no idea it's happening. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, and it's reshaping your thoughts every single day without your permission. Right now, take a mental inventory of your closest circle. When someone brings up a new opportunity, what's the first thing they say? That sounds risky, or what if it doesn't work? These aren't just casual comments. They're programming your subconscious to default to fear and limitation. Your brain has mirror neurons that literally copy the thought patterns of people around you. If your friends constantly complain about money, your brain starts firing the same neural pathways. If they make excuses about why they can't level up, those excuse-making patterns become hardwired in your mind too. But here's the crazy part. You can hack this system. Elite performers figured this out decades ago. They deliberately curate their environment with people who think bigger, move faster, and solve problems instead of creating them. When you're constantly exposed to conversations about growth, innovation, and possibility, your brain starts rewiring itself to think the same way. The neural pathways that once defaulted to, "I can't," start defaulting to, "How can I?" It's not about abandoning old friends. It's about being strategic with your mental diet. Just like you wouldn't eat junk food every day and expect to be healthy, you can't consume limiting conversations every day and expect to think abundantly. Your current results are a direct reflection of your current circle's collective mindset. If you want different results, you need different input. The question isn't whether this works. The question is whether you're brave enough to change your environment. So, we have to ask you, which group are your people? If you are a part of the success group, then listen to the following playlist. Apple. 2 college dropouts built a $1 trillion empire from a garage. You're about to discover the secret partnership formula that created Apple and changed the world forever. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak did something crazy in 1976. Instead of competing with each other's talents, they deliberately chose opposite roles. Jobs couldn't code, but became the face of Apple. Wozniak was a coding genius, but let Jobs handle everything else. They literally split responsibilities based on what they hated doing. This is called complementary partnership, and you can use it right now. Find someone whose strengths cover your weaknesses. If you're creative but hate numbers, partner with someone who loves spreadsheets. If you're technical but hate talking to people, find your Steve Jobs. Stop trying to be good at everything. Here's the twist nobody talks about. They almost quit after their first computer sold only 200 units. But their opposite skills saved them. Wozniak improved the technology, while Jobs convinced stores to buy thousands more. Their weaknesses became their superpower when combined. What skill do you hate that someone else loves? Find that person and create something amazing together. Like this video, subscribe for more success stories, and click our other shorts to discover how ordinary people built extraordinary empires through unexpected partnerships. Seeing the chaos. Imagine the internet before order. A vast, untamed wilderness of information, difficult to navigate. Finding what you needed felt like searching for a needle in a digital haystack. The student vision. But 2 students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, saw this chaos not as a problem, but as a challenge. They were at Stanford, full of ideas, and they dared to dream of bringing structure to the web. The breakthrough. Their genius was simple, yet revolutionary. They created the PageRank algorithm, a system that ranked websites based on importance, much like academic citations. It wasn't just about finding a page, it was about finding the right page, instantly. Changing everything. This innovation became Google Search. It didn't just improve searching, it democratized information access for billions worldwide. Your potential. From a simple project in a garage, they built a gateway to the world. They proved that a powerful idea, fueled by passion and innovation, can change everything. What incredible idea is waiting inside you? You have the power to build something amazing too. Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream, 2 7th-grade gym buddies built a billion-dollar empire with one simple rule. You'll discover the partnership secret that transformed Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield from broke college grads into ice cream legends. Instead of competing with big corporations, they deliberately chose to stay weird. While Haagen-Dazs and Breyers played it safe with vanilla and chocolate, Ben & Jerry created flavors like Chunky Monkey and Cherry Garcia. They painted their delivery truck like a psychedelic bus and gave away free ice cream at festivals. Most businesses try to look professional and corporate, but these two embraced their quirky friendship and made it their brand. This unexpected action works because authenticity beats perfection every time. When you stop trying to be like everyone else and lean into what makes your partnership unique, customers connect with your genuine story. Your weird ideas and inside jokes become your competitive advantage. Here's the twist. Their friendship almost ended the business. In 1982, they had such a massive fight about company direction that Jerry wanted to quit. But instead of breaking up, they created the famous salary ratio where no employee could earn more than 5 times the lowest paid worker. This conflict actually strengthened their partnership. What unique quirks could you and your partner turn into your business advantage? Like this video, subscribe for more partnership success stories, and check out our other shorts for inspiration.
The Wright Brothers' secret. Most successful inventors fail silently behind closed doors. But the Wright brothers, they crashed spectacularly in public hundreds of times. Before their famous 12-second flight at Kitty Hawk, they endured 3 straight years of failures. They built over 200 wings and tested them all. They crashed their gliders into sand dunes repeatedly. Their first engine shattered during testing. Orville broke ribs in crashes. Wilbur nearly drowned when a glider plunged into water. Local newspapers mocked them as flying fools. But they meticulously documented every failure, tweaking their designs by fractions of inches. They didn't just want to fly, they wanted to understand flight itself. When they finally succeeded in 1903, it wasn't luck. It was the culmination of 1,000 failures they refused to be defeated by. Their greatest invention wasn't the airplane, it was their resilience. So embrace the crash, learn from the fall, and keep building. Your breakthrough is waiting on the other side of failure.
Microsoft. 2 high school friends built a trillion-dollar empire from their garage. This is how Bill Gates and Paul Allen used one unexpected strategy to dominate an entire industry before anyone saw it coming. While other tech companies were focused on building better hardware, Gates and Allen did the opposite. They bet everything on something nobody thought mattered: software. In 1975, when everyone believed the real money was in making computers, they created Microsoft to sell just the programs that made computers work. Here's what made them unstoppable. Instead of trying to do everything alone, they divided their strengths perfectly. Gates handled business strategy while Allen focused on technical innovation. But their secret weapon wasn't just complementary skills. They deliberately stayed small and nimble while their competitors got bigger and slower. When IBM needed an operating system, Microsoft was ready with MS-DOS, and the rest is history. The twist? Gates and Allen almost never worked together in the same room. They built Microsoft through late-night phone calls and handwritten letters, proving that great partnerships aren't about proximity, they're about shared vision and trust. What partnership could you form today that combines your strengths with someone else's? Who in your network has skills that perfectly complement yours? Like this video if partnerships inspire you, subscribe for more success stories, and click our other shorts to discover how ordinary people achieved extraordinary things. Brian Chesky faced a rent increase. Broke, he and his roommate saw a design conference coming. Hotels were full. Their solution? 3 air mattresses for rent. They called it Air Bed and Breakfast. Investors thought they were crazy. Who would pay to sleep on a stranger's floor? But Brian saw more. A new way to travel built on trust and human connection. He envisioned feeling at home anywhere. From those 3 air mattresses, a global community was born, changing travel forever. Sometimes, the most powerful ideas aren't born in boardrooms, but from desperation and challenging what seems impossible. Your biggest breakthrough might start small. You can do this too. Imagine facing constant rejection. Jack Ma failed college exams twice and was turned down for over 30 jobs. Even KFC said no. Yet, his spirit remained unbroken. He saw potential where others saw nothing, envisioning a connected world through the internet. This wasn't just about business. It was about empowering others. Against all odds, with just $60,000 and 17 friends, he launched Alibaba from his apartment. Critics scoffed, and investors hesitated. But Jack's relentless perseverance propelled him forward. He believed in his mission to empower entrepreneurs, working tirelessly through every challenge. He learned from every setback, adapting his vision with unwavering determination. This wasn't just about building a company. It was about building a movement. Alibaba grew from a small idea into a global powerhouse, transforming how business is done worldwide. It became a testament to his unshakable resolve. Jack Ma's story isn't just about wealth. It's about the power of unshakable determination. It proves that adversity is merely a stepping stone to greatness. Your journey may be filled with setbacks, but your spirit is your greatest asset. Believe in your vision, persist through the doubt, and you too can change your world. From silver screen to spirits, Clooney's Casamigos triumph. Hollywood fame wasn't enough. George Clooney craved a better tequila. His unexpected action? He simply made his own. Frustrated by subpar options, Clooney, with friends Randa Gerber and Mike Meldman, perfected a tequila for personal enjoyment, never intending a business. This wasn't about market research. It was about passion and a relentless pursuit of quality for themselves. You can adopt this by focusing on solving a personal pain point or fulfilling a genuine desire, rather than chasing trends. The twist. Their house tequila became so popular among friends, they were forced to commercialize it just to keep up with demand. What began as a casual vacation drink turned into Casamigos, a brand they eventually sold for $1 billion. How can you apply this unexpected action to your life? What everyday frustration could you solve for yourself that might just turn into your next big success? Every empire begins with a single step, often a small, unconventional one. Phil Knight started Nike from the trunk of his car with just $50. He faced relentless skepticism, financial hurdles, and fierce competition. Many doubted his vision, but Phil's belief in his product and mission was unshakable. He traveled tirelessly, reinvesting every penny, turning setbacks into fuel. Partnering with a visionary, he pushed boundaries, driven by an unstoppable passion for athletes. From that humble beginning, battling against all odds, he built a global giant. Your journey might start small, but with unwavering belief and relentless determination, you too can build an empire that inspires the world. Procter & Gamble. Two strangers became brothers-in-law, then built America's biggest consumer empire. You're about to learn the partnership secret that created over $180 billion in annual revenue. When William Procter and James Gamble married sisters, they faced a problem. Both were buying the same raw materials for their separate businesses, candle making and soap making, driving up costs for both. Instead of competing, they did something unexpected. They completely merged their operations and shared all profits equally, even though they barely knew each other as business partners. This equal partnership principle eliminates the ego battles that destroy most collaborations. When both partners have identical stake in success, there's no room for power struggles or credit stealing. You make decisions based purely on what's best for the business, not personal gain. Find someone whose skills complement yours, then structure your partnership so you both win or lose together. Here's the twist that made them legendary. During the Civil War, when their competitors struggled with supply shortages, their merged operations and shared resources allowed them to fulfill massive government contracts that individual businesses couldn't handle. This wartime success launched them into national prominence. What complementary skills could you combine with someone else where 1 + 1 = 10 instead of 2? Like and subscribe for more partnership stories that prove collaboration beats competition every time.
Leadership isn't about a title, it's about impact. I've worked under both managers and leaders, and the difference is stark. My previous boss was strictly a manager, tracking metrics and enforcing deadlines. We met targets, but team morale was always low. Then came Sarah, who had the same title but a different approach. She shared the vision behind our work and asked for our input. When projects failed, she took responsibility. When they succeeded, she highlighted our contributions. The manager made us work 9-5, but the leader inspired us to work late. That's why managers are tolerated while leaders are followed willingly. One controls your actions, the other captures your imagination.